getting to the higher tiers, the higher tier level of competition, M5 in particular, that's where it gets exciting. As we get into it, the wildcard stage, we might find our first representative heading over to the Philippines, or is this the beginning of the end? It's going to be Team SMG versus Imperio Esports.
Now you have to really wonder, what can Aurora do on this Fredrin? It has healthy clear, and it's a fighter up against an assassin. It does seem like he's kind of slow on the clear though. Saksa actually getting it done before him. Is it going to lead to more aggressive moves into the jungle of Imperio Esports?
Oh, this is already the attention that needs to happen here for Imperio. Pay attention to some of these side lanes. Allow also Yer to have a game for himself, because he struggled so far through this series, and things can fall into place for them. Again, a lot relies on Stefe here using the Guinevere, who in theory should work out really well, just like this. Stormy gonna be just fine. Drag back though, still gonna be working for it. Not gonna be able to get it. Meshin, one hit away, will survive, and Miko with some finesse.
Dude, Miko was like, I could have taken the kill, but I'm not. Just know, you could have died there, brother.
Yeah, just know that it's possible. It's my choice. But man, we can see the difference in attention though from the roamers. Earlier, Miko was all up in the gold lane trying to swing the balance there. But for Imperio, they're really wanting to really make this EXP work. If Marquinhos can snowball, it's good for Imperio because Marquinhos is strong, but it's also going to shut down Smooth.
In the meantime, we're seeing a lot of motions across the map here. And so, I mean, considering that Stefe has been pretty good on these engagements, I have no doubt that this Guinevere is going to do a decent amount of work in the game, especially once they start to hit that level 4. But in the meantime, right, let's just look at the way the map is just split. The entire river is being controlled by Imperio.
That's usually a very good play, but for Miko now, he is just so annoying, man. He can get away from so many different situations. Imperio, they might get the first turtle in 3 games.
This is what I like to see here. Imperio taking action, spatial migration on Stormy, and that's going to be an Imperio turtle finally on the board for them throughout this series.
Yeah, I mean, in this entire interaction, at least for the side of Team SMG, Saksa is power farming, right? That's his goal. He doesn't want a team fight just yet. He knows that his team needs just a wee bit of time, so he's going to play towards that gold side as much as he can.
But Aurora now getting stuck. We have the Dragon.
Going to find Aurora. The rest of the team coming through. Appraiser's Wrath to follow. Abysm Strike can't find the target just yet. Stepping going to jump in. Stormy's the target, that one. Smooth on the run. Still looking for that first kill. Violent Requiem going to be used, but nobody falls.
An absolute slugfest, and no one falls out, and Imperio, they equalize. Aurora taking away the orange buff that he exchanged with Saksa. And you're seeing now that this tankiness is really allowing them to really contest ground against Team SMG, so it's becoming a more even brawl technically, and even in the laning phase, right? The fact that they have a Brody and a Dyrot, they're really going all in to fix all the problems they had in the first 2 games.
Yeah, I think they might have a really good recipe here, and this could be an interesting lane gang situation on that top side. I'm noticing that Stefe is walking up in that brush, making sure that it's going to be difficult, and even for Yor, he's not revealing just yet. He's positioning in an interesting manner. Miko going to show up now.
Usually we also see that Stefe kind of goes over aggressive and gets punished, but on this Guinevere pick, your engage is a built-in escape into it as well. So this is a really great pick that allows him to be a bit more risky and open up more space and possibilities for his entire team.
For the time being, no first blood. Despite how much this has been a slugfest in the early days of this game, and especially when it comes down to invading jungles, I'm surprised nobody's died just yet.
I think this is good for Imperio though, right? Get on the board objectively, try to control some of these, your side of the jungle and everything else, allow your side lanes to farm up, and that's where you want to be. Now they found themselves in a good situation to contest the second turtle. Going to be forcing out Stormy here. What's he gonna do? He uses the Nether Realm himself, and now Miko has to rely on the team. Imperio still gonna be working for it. Smooth already using the last Insanity. Saksa as well, battling for it, and Imperio is winning the fight. And they will go for this turtle as they do. They secure it. Flickers in, finds Saksa. Saxa, and now Miko could be the one in trouble. Stephanie won't be able to land the spatial migration, but meanwhile on the other side, another body drops for Team SMG. Still gonna be working on Smooth here under the turret, looking for it. Yer will grab it.
They even
And
get
Miko.
one more. +1 even. Imperio, they did all that without Marquinhos. He's all the way to the bottom side, still pushing, man. That's an overwhelming victory on all fronts for Imperio Esports. And what a big change from the previous games. Now they can kite back, now they can sustain and actually brawl in. And even Yer has more space to maneuver right there. And the fact that he held on to the torn apart memory for so long made it baited out several spells from Team SMG that were just waiting for that ultimate to hit.
Okay, Aurora once again gonna get kicked by Miko though. He bit off too much as he falls, and now the rest of the team gonna be running Smooth with the last insanity. But he has to back off. Steffi gonna be able to jump in, gets the Requiem off, and Smooth falls. So Team SMG still fighting here, but Imperio in the driver's seat.
Wow, that was actually pretty interesting because at least Profession, right? He didn't have his ult at that point of time when Aurora went for the invade, but as soon as they start making their way out and going for the disengage, it comes back just in time. So really nicely done coming in from Imperio, and Stefe is just opening up so many opportunities in these quick scrambles against Team SMG.
We talk about it so much on the desk, but the spammable nature, the fact that it's on such a low cooldown but such high impact, that's a big problem for me, Team SMG right here. They don't know when it's going to begin, but look at Miko.
Miko on the hunt. There's the way the dragon. They're going for Makino again. He's going to have to flicker out.
Oh.
Stormy making his way. Torn apart memory. Can't find Miko though. Now Stormy going to be in trouble. Marquino finds the kill. Finds the mark. And Imperio still with the lead they have. They make their way to the turtle.
Now 2.6k gold behind. Team SMG, they're the ones lacking a bit of damage. Even Smooth not really winning out in the lane. Now he can really bully these other fighters and deal true damage to them without getting completely punished and possibly caught out with the spammable nature of Imperio Esports right here.
Oh, well, they're not going to go ahead and take it. They just want to go ahead and fight Smooth using the last insanity. They have the information. Still going to be working on that mid turret, trying to get it down. Smooth gets out. And now Imperio has decided, let's just get this third turtle. They clean sweep the turtles for this third game.
Whew, what a turnaround coming in from Imperio. It feels like they figured it out now. They've kind of plugged up all the holes, and more importantly, Marquino, he is coming up big time. It's really, really huge. Like, his early game damage, especially against Zaza earlier, is definitely something that Team SMG need to start respecting. They can't just walk up like that.
Yeah, the Abyssum Strike, the fact that it's AoE and there's a lot of setup available to lock someone down for it is definitely dangerous, and now Smooth once again has become the main target.
Again, focusing on Smooth. This is his job as this X-Borg. Once again, the fight for this purple. Gonna be taken, but look at the entrance.
Whoa.
Miko, can he find the target they're looking for? A whole bunch of flickers being utilized, and they pull off, they disengage. Marquino showing up as well. They have to respect the die-off here.
I think for SMG, the play is just to wait for that late game, man. Stormy's gonna end up doing a lot more damage depending on what ultimate gets picked up. And if you look at the overall composition, the Dyrant is supposedly gonna fall off unless Marquinhos builds full damage, which he usually does. But the Joy can do AoE burst damage. Technically, he can count as DPS as well due to the rhythm, the electrifying beats. And later on, the Bruno can do a lot more damage consistently compared to the Brody. So that is where I think Team SMG can get a guaranteed victory. If they want to take fights before that, though, that's their call.
Yeah, looking at the gold lead so far, 3.1k, a majority of that is actually coming from Marquino. He is 2.3k ahead of Smooth. Smooth was dominating in the past 2 games, and now Marquino is like, this is my time to shine.
In the jungle, though, you're seeing Saxa actually go a lot better than Aurora, but Miko now getting jumped on.
Miko should be fine. Torn apart memory gonna go and come through.
Oh!
He isn't fine as he drops in the jungle. Right now, Imperio just finding win after win.
They are starting to snowball. They're really starting to snowball. And, oh, do they want to kind of set up an ambush on this one? No. They're just going to take the Lord, make it quick and easy. Since it's only the 9th minute, no point waiting all for so long. We can just wait to clear it out and then wait until the Luminous Lord comes up after this one.
is such a good solution for the Cho, the Brody pick, right? You can stun him, cancel the engage, and if he is trying to be pesky, he'll escape with a sliver of HP like always, but then the total part memory secures that kill like we saw earlier. So now, even Miko is getting pressured, and he can't really be the same kind of nuisance that he was in the first 2 games.
See how far that is actually going to go, right? Because, again, Sasa hasn't yet to scale. And for the most part, even Smooth, pretty under-level considering that Marquino is 3 levels above him. Even when we come down to Stormy, a level down compared to Feshin. And then we look down towards Miko, 1 level down. And finally, Saksa, level 13, the only person who is actually ahead of the curve.
I would say out of everything that we talked about before this game, Imperio has answered that, right? They deal with Miko, they keep things at bay. Now they're going to be putting the pressure on Smooth. They get the flicker out, so still going to be working around this Lord push. You can see Marquino walking it through, and this will definitely be Imperio knocking on the base of Team SMG.
How long are they going to do this for? As they crack open that tier 2, this is where it really starts to get scary because we know how Imperio like to close out these games and start scrambling.
Ooh, see if they can still put the pressure some more. They get the shields out. Lord finally taken care of. Imperio, given the 5K lead, they might just be happy with that and take the resources that they can for now.
Good tower there for Team SMG, and this is a big problem, right? For both these teams, they don't really have a long range. With the mid laners all the short range fighting ultimates, they have to bank on a big team fight, potentially in the base. And we all know that's the most dangerous situation right there, especially for Team SMG with a lot of crowd control and a lot of ways to really counter-engage. The only saving grace they have right here is the fact that Smooth has that second chance at getting picked off with that Firaga armor. All things considered, the fact that they're going to go up against a Faramis and a Fredrin as well as a Guinevere, they're doing a great job just avoiding these fights because it's a lot of engage, a lot of crowd control available on such short cooldown for Imperio Esports.
Yeah, and I mean, if anything is going to change for the side of Team SMG, then they're just going to have to be patient, right? They've got no outer turrets, no kind of fail safes to fall back to, especially when they have to try and contest this upcoming Empowered Lord. And for the time being, it's really, can they find that big pick with Miko? It doesn't necessarily have to be Yor, but it just needs to be an isolated target.
Miko going to give the go signal. They get the Nether Realm to save Aurora. Can they win the fight? Marquino from the backside. He's looking for Sasa. A Wisdom Strike comes through. They find the perfect target, and Miko's in trouble to make it 3 down. It's a triple for Marquino. Maniac. Can he get another? And Fashion will get Smooth. What a play for Imperio.
4 flickers to make this happen for a complete wipeout against Team SMG. What a finish coming in from Imperio.
Oh, and with that, they're going to march it in. Imperio came out swinging and will extend the series as they take game 3.
Man, what a show. Marquinhos! The crazy laning potential in the Dyra, man. He just